Good afternoon. This is Karen from the Tips team, and today's after-school special is on Google Sheets and conditional formatting, tricks for teachers. Conditional formatting is about the visualization of data. You can change the background color of a cell, a row, or a column, or change the text depending on the certain conditions that you set in the rules. Today we're going to take a look at 3 different types of data: letters, numbers, and reading levels, where we're going to layer rules on top of one another. Here I have some imaginary students, and beside them are percentages. We can take these percentages and conditionally format them to help us better visualize trends. When we're using or formatting cells in Google Sheets, we can select our range first so that our formatting is automatically applied, but we can edit the range that our formatting will be applied to later if we need. We go under the Format menu and choose Conditional Formatting. A new window comes up to the right with all of our conditional formatting rule options. So what it defaults to is that we can format cells under the format rules if it is not empty, but there's more. We can format cells if they are empty, if they're not empty, if they have text in them, we can use different text rules. We can use dates, greater than, equal to, less than, in between, or even set a custom formula. I'll share with you 2 examples. So today let's look at anything that is less than or equal to a value of 50%. When I enter these rules, automatically my data changes, and the cells that have less than or equal to 50% are highlighted. I can change the formatting style to highlight these in a color of my choosing. I can even change the color of the text or provide other formatting options to the text. Once I choose Done, that's a rule that is applied, and I can add more rules if I choose. In order to delete a rule, we go into the Conditional Formatting and hover over the Delete button. For this range of data, we can also use a color scale. This color scale has some defaults that we can use. We'll try this one today, red to white to green. We could also create a custom color scale. With the data we have in front of us, we can have a minimum value of 0, a midpoint value of 50, and a max point value of 100. And we can see we can edit our colors if we choose. Once we choose Done, we have a rule in our conditional formatting rules, and we don't need to keep the conditional formatting window open. But we can click off of our data, and we can see the higher the mark, the more green, and the lower the mark, the more red. This can help us gather trends from our data and visualize numbers quickly using color. The next set of imaginary data I have has letter grades associated with subject matter. When we're conditionally formatting, remember that we select our data range first so that we can see our formatting in action. And then we're going to go up to our Format menu and choose Conditional Formatting. And again, that Conditional Format Rules window opens on the right. We've already selected our range. And this time, with letters, we can choose different rules to apply. If the box contains the letter A, I would like it to be green. We can see automatically we've changed the format of every cell that has the letter A in it. I can choose to also highlight different colors. If the text contains the letter B, I would like to change it to any color I choose. So we can add rules on top of one another and continue to apply them. If a rule overrides another rule, then we may have some conflicts, so it's great to double check and see. So here we have 3 different rules. We can see they're all applied to the same range. And we can better visualize the data we have in front of us that are letters using color. Finally, we can add different rules to different ranges depending on how we want to visualize data. In this example, we have a legend on the left, but our criteria changes through each reporting period. In this first column, we can see how the data is formatted. We go to Format and choose Conditional Formatting, and we can see that just applying to this column of data, that when the values are between these letters, these colors are represented. We can edit any of the rules by clicking on them and opening the full menu to edit. So this formatting rule is between, and that can apply to letters as well as numbers. In the next reporting period for February, our rules change slightly. And now, while we still want to make reference back to our legend, our criteria is different. For this set of data, having different criteria depending on the column helps visualize students who are on target versus students who need some support. If you're choosing to use conditional formatting, don't forget that to remove a rule, you can point to the rule and click Remove in the conditional formatting window, and that rules are evaluated in the order they're listed. The first rule is found to be true. That'll define the format of the cell or range, and you can reorder the rules in the conditional formatting window. And if you copy and paste from a cell that has formatting rules, those rules will be applied when you paste the copied data. So you can make some templates and duplicate them and have beautiful colors for your data in the future. Thanks so much for joining us today, looking at conditional formatting. May your Google Sheets be ever colorful.